Hey Jeff, what's cooking? What's cooking is laundry. How you like this? You know, I had like 3 of those old-fashioned, they look like a plunger, agitator things on a stick. And I think I sold, well I know I sold one for sure at a garage sale. I might have sold one on Facebook. And we got one in the back porch because we thought we had one here. I can't find one here. So I'm using the old Stanley mallet. Yeah. Off-grid. Glorious lifestyle. Don't look at my underwear. Don't look at my underwear. Glorious lifestyle of the rich and famous. I might have been, I'll tell you this, I was a millionaire for about 5 minutes. Maybe someday we'll tell you this story. About 5 minutes till the lawyers took 40%. And extra, and extra, and extra. And that, look how dirty that water got. Mostly from my socks and headbands. But then I'm going to pour some clean water in that. Let them rinse. I think I got a clothesline. I don't know. I might just hang them right over the edge of the front porch. Just put something heavy on there. Let them hang. Here with hardly any humidity, it takes about 2 hours and something's dry. I suppose the neighbors will probably call the HOA, complain and make me take it all down. Wait a minute. I don't have neighbors. I don't have an HOA. I can do just about anything I want. I can even do my own laundry right here for free. Yep. Next load is t-shirts. And then, yep, somebody out there, you know who you are, called me hillbilly. So I'm gonna let my hillbilly pants soak for a while I do other things. After the t-shirts, my blue pants, my blue hillbilly pants, I worked them so hard that if you held them up to the light, you could see right through them. So they've been retired. I might hang them up on the wall outside over here somewhere, like a treasure piece. So that is what I am doing right now. I hope this camera shows the blue that the sky is here. So much different from what I'm used to. I'm thinking about painting the ceiling in the bedroom that so I can just lay in bed and look at the blue sky even when I'm inside. Anyway, got the bobcat yesterday and did this much so far. Yesterday afternoon for a little while. Let's see, it was, the ground was about right here to the corner of the building. Workbench took one dinger, bumped it once. Thought I'd work over here with the bobcat till I got used to it. So I dug all of this out, and eventually I'm going to come from the other side, dig this out. I just want to be able to walk around behind it, not have all the rain, water, snow right up against the back of the building. Have more space right here to stack wood or whateverness. Whateverness, is that in the dictionary? So we dug all that out. No, I don't have that off of there yet. Jenny contacted a mechanic back home who works on these. He said there is no trick. He says if you can get that off, and get a coat hanger in there, a wire hanger, or some kind of nail bar, and grab the cable and pull. I'm thinking about just taking the whole thing off the hinges right there. I don't know. That's going to be after everything else is done. So as I pulled it out of there, if it was that white looking kind of rock, I don't know what it's called. I'm not a rock hound, I'm a rocker. I brought it over here in this area. All of this is from this morning. It's an ugly mess, but you'll see what's going on where I got it from. I'm going to grab these boards, grab that beverage, put them on the Bobcat that's over there, and I'll meet you up on top. There it is. We're all family and friends now. You just seen my laundry. Hanging up. I gave up with the mallet, used my hands. Worked a lot better. I got my overalls and some sweatpants in there, and they're just going to soak. Ooh, I can see why those old ladies had the strong hands. All that rinsing out and squeezing and pushing. That's what they ought to have you do at hand therapy. Alright, I'm going to let that all hang there for a while. Got to go do a couple, them stinking varmints in the outhouse. I think I found out where they're coming in at. I don't know how, but they're trained to use it. If you know what I mean. I caught those 2 pack rats if you go back and look at my videos. I don't know if it's pack rats again or if this time it's chipmunks. But I'm going to cut 4 boards and I think that's going to be it. We'll see. I'm going to cut the boards, put them in there, sweep them out, and we'll find out tomorrow. Hello, hello, hello. Having a little issue with Haas today. I went and got 20 gallons of diesel for the skid loader that's coming today. And this is on E, and here's my issue. Can't open the lid. I've goofed with it. Can't figure it out, so when the guy brings me the Bobcat, I'm going to see if he's got any knowledge about that, or I'll have to wait till I go to town and give somebody a call and see if they can help me out. I cut down this little tree that used to be here. Don't know if you remember that. You can see the swing. I'm going to do some more digging right here, so I cut that down. Did all this in a couple hours. I'm telling you, who needs a gym membership? I'm going to show you what I did in a couple hours. Cut that one down. I don't know how tall it was, 12 feet. Cut it in 3 chunks. Drug it over here. I'm going to attempt to make this land bridge, dam, whatever we want to call it. Threw it down here in the ditch. Over on that other side over there, there was a tree that fell down. I cut it all into pieces. Yeah. I went and sat down for about 15 minutes before I made this video, or I wouldn't have been able to talk. That is a lot of wood. Here, let's go down there. I wasn't going to do it, but I feel better now. So you can see. So the idea is, obviously this is going to crunch down, decompose, but it's something. There you go. There, looks like a beaver lives here, getting ready. When we had our record snow a couple years ago, it all melted. This never had any water in it, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, this is the high side. So there's like 3 feet of wood over here. No, I'm trying not to fall. You know I didn't fall once doing all of this. Here's the other side. That's about 5 feet in height. And I'd stack some of the top stuff with the needles, little branches, and then I'd throw the big stuff on top of it, back and forth, back and forth. And then I'm just going to pile rocky soil, 1 bucket at a time on top of this. One at a time with the Bobcat. The bucket's about twice the size of Haas, which I can't use because it's out of gas, diesel. But it's going to come up right here. So we can drive a skid loader, 6-wheeler across this side. Put a couple trail cams on here. I'm sure the turkeys, deer, who knows what all. I haven't seen a bear in quite a while. I've only seen bear on my property once so far since we've been here. But they're around. Went and had supper with friends last night and heard some bear stories. They're about 3 miles down the road. Sounds like electric fences don't stop bears when it comes to wanting honey. So anyway, up here, I'll just show you. We're going to eventually, through here, a path. I'm a little upset. This tree was up in the air too, like this one. So you kind of walk through a arch. But we're going to put a building right here. Also, and this one does get water. And in that area is where I had a little waterfall going. But the winds this last winter just knocked trees down all over the place. There was already a mess, obviously. I mean, how long's that tree been laying there? It's pretty nasty looking up in there. But there's little ones growing. So anyway, that's what I did this morning in a couple hours. I gotta drive down to the bottom, meet the rental company that's going to bring the Bobcat up here. I'm not gonna go get it this time. Let them bring it. But I'm just showing you that you don't need a gym membership when you're at a higher elevation, climbing up ditches where the soil is about 6 inches deep of pine needles. and you're lugging around ugly pieces of wood that are bent. Look at this one. Oh, what in the nature? And I'm a big time sweater, let me tell you. It's only like 68 degrees this morning. I took my bandana off, wrung it out. It's up on the front rail. Oh, almost. And I've heard people say that they have swash. I had swack. I could feel it dripping down my legs. Yeah, I'm painting a picture. Oh, it's a sweaty job. I got to work out. Don't need the gym. So there it is. Next time I show you that, it's going to have some material on it. Hopefully someday I can drive right across there. Onward. There's our temperature this morning in the cabin. A little chilly. August. Wanted to show you how far my bridge, beaver dam, road / is coming. This used to just be a little thing coming about that far. I don't know how many trips I made over here with the bobcat. That helped a lot. But I'm way out here. I don't know, halfway. Maybe a little farther than halfway. A lot of clay, gravel, boulders. Trying to get over to there. Doesn't have to be this tall, it's just a little spooky to slope down so far in the skid loader, not know if you're going to back out. So I'm trying to get over to there. So I have more land to go check out on a vehicle. And we're gonna, like I've said, build a little a little building over there. Alright, I just wanted to show you. Here, I'll show you the side view. Maybe that'll give it a different aspect. There you go. Now, how many times did I come over here and dump? After I cut up 2 chunks of junky trees and stacked them all there just for a little extra fill. Yep. Lots. I didn't count. We don't work that hard here mentally. There's another log. Firewood. Okay. Gonna go find something for breakfast. We'll see you